Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new play now today with a bit of a difference compared to the other kind of play nows. This is an after action report of Metal Gear Survive. It's a game that's going to be out on the 22nd of February. This is the co-op mode of the game. They had a free beta test of the Metal Gear Survive co-op mode where you could play with up to 4 people and well, you're probably wondering, why am I doing an after action report and not just playing the game and commenting, as I play it? It's not to make the show better with more concise analysis and a better ability to showcase the game. No, it's because I can't bear the thought of playing it again. It's something that I dread in my nightmares that I'll have to do. I'm not saying it's a bad game mode, as you can see, where we're having fun here, running around, shooting Grim. Hi, Grim. And for the most part, this was a bit where we were still sort of a bit hopeful that the game may be interesting and good, but it wasn't really. It wasn't really at all. And to be clear, this is just the co-op mode. The full version of the game, which costs $40, 40 euros, that's $50 almost, I guess, is going to have a single player mode as well. And we'll have probably more features, more things to do. But see, there's a teleport ability that Andrew just used, and here I'm stabbing Grim with a spear like I'm Captain Ahab or something, and he's Moby Dick. And here you see we're running around here in the Animus from Assassin's Creed. But the co-op mode is not that great, and also the interface which the game uses is for the most part horrible. Now, I have memories of Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain with its interface. I know it may have been clunky at some points, but it was usable. This interface, however, is not, to the point where we have items stored in here. We cannot figure out how to equip them, how to get them out of there. We cannot just figure anything out. It's obtuse to the point where it just becomes mind-bogglingly stupid. And the way in which you equip weapons is also kind of annoying, because you have two primary slots, but both of them can only carry different weapons. They cannot carry the same type of weapon. For example, in my primary slot, I can't have a stun button, for example, and on the other one an assault rifle. No, I have to have the assault rifle and the stun button on the same slot. Otherwise, they won't work. It's kind of annoying. Just gonna skip through things around here because it's not really all that important. And just basically we're just shooting ourselves around here for no particular reason other than that's all we can do right now. And yeah, this was the first mission we did. I got the bright idea of, I said to myself, well, let's try and do the first mission on hard, right? I mean, what can go wrong with doing a mission on the hardest level of difficulty possible? And well, we were fighting against level 25 enemies and we were level 1. And this is a game where you have limited ammunition that you have to recraft every time you come back to the thing in the center. And you may see this thing in the middle, that's a wormhole digger. Now, if you're a veteran of Firefall, hi Dave, I know we were the only ones playing it, well, you're gonna have flashbacks now because it's the exact same game mode. What Firefall was for the majority of its alpha and beta, with just calling down a thumper and then waiting until wave after wave after wave of enemies came and you kill them all, and the thumper went away and it gave you resources, that's what the co-op mode is. Those are all the co-op missions available in this beta test. Now, I'm hoping there will be more of them. Really hope there will be more of them, but I've got no clue if the full game will actually have more of a variety of missions than this, because this is all we had. We just sat there and then waited to see these red lines. That's where the enemies come through, and we have to shoot them and not let them get to the thumper, because when they get to the thumper and they start thumping it, see, like that, they're gonna kill it. And these guys are actually quite advanced. Like, that's a tracker, that's a more advanced, it's a leaper, not a leaper, jumper, pouncer, what you call it, the one from Left 4 Dead, the one that jumped on people. Forgot what his name was. And whenever they knock down a bit of the health, this happens, like everything goes on fire. So it does have a bit of a method to sort of counteract them spawning constantly and trying to kill it whatever. Just try to spear that guy, not going so well. Melee, unless you get some upgrades and a higher level, it's kind of useless. When you're on the ground, you can either be revived by a player, like Roll tried to do there, or you can use a pill, which are limited. Like, we had 3 of them when we started the show because the game gave us a bunch of them. But you will have to craft them, and they are a limited supply, and you cannot recover them after a mission, regardless of the success rating. You also have normal melee attacks like punches and kicks, and they are useless unless you do an upgrade. But there is such a thing as a stealth kill, which I believe I was trying to do here at one point. If you go behind an enemy, you can basically one-shot kill them with a backstab, but you have to be really stealthy. And I almost tried to do it there, but it kind of failed. So I'm gonna jump forward a bit in time. Oh yeah, at the end of the match, you do get a set of statistics with. You also get some drops. Not sure if he actually got drops. No, we didn't have a good enough performance to actually get any drops in this mission. I'm gonna move forward a bit. At the end, you also get where was it? You also get all sorts of, a ranking and whatever did what gets more resources apart from the loot. So here I was figuring out that you could actually equip stuff in your slots if you craft them first. I crafted a shotgun. You're going to have to craft all your ammo. You're going to have to craft so much ammo, and you can only carry a small amount of it with you in combat. It's almost like the amount actually decreases with time because, I don't know, it's heavier and... honestly, no clue. It's a system of an interface that's absolutely horrible. The interface is just goddamn awful. It is, in essence. I was crafting arrows, wondering maybe it couldn't equip the bow because it didn't have the arrows, but no, that wasn't a thing. Funnily enough, the most fun we had in the game wasn't really, doing the missions. It was, I think I'll just scroll all the way through here and show it to you better. It was, you see me hiding there? I'm hiding there for a very good reason. It's because you can do something in this game with the shotgun that's honestly quite funny. You can, I think I got up here and started shooting people. You're gonna see it in a second or so. You can do this. Well, actually okay, it should have worked better. Come on, shoot them in the legs. But the idea is that if you shoot people with the shotgun, they will basically do that. Not only that, I mean, it's not just annoying when someone does do, but it's also funny when you do it to someone else. And I kid you not, we played this for like 2 hours. This is what we did for an entire hour. We just ran around here, shooting ourselves in the legs. See, Andrew shot me through the bench, from another bench. This is all we did. This and throw Molotovs at each other, because while you're in this mode, you do have infinite ammo and infinite gadgets. You can use gadgets, by the way, just like you could in Metal Gear. You can throw things, grenades. You do have also some features of building. I'll get those later, with traps and walls and stuff. Also gonna get to something else here that I marked on the timeline. Where was it? I think it was here. I really enjoy the shotgun because the shotgun is the kind of device that lets you hit multiple people at once, and when you do, they all fall down, and it's quite funny. Also, you can annoy people very, very much by doing this constantly. See, it's so fun. Also, when you're waiting for a mission to start, you can just knock people to the ground while you're waiting for a mission to start, and it's funny in a way. So we are starting the next mission. If I did check out the graphic settings a bit of the game, they seem like they're the ones from Metal Gear Solid 5, from Peace Walk, from Phantom Pain and the others. There's really not that much to it in terms of just give for the loading. There's not much to it in terms of innovation compared to the previous game. Like the scenery, especially. This is Afghanistan. Like you've probably played this. Like those walls look super familiar. I've played those walls before. I was trying to sneak up on that zombie, but I think I missed it because someone attracted its attention. Yep, someone did, and I didn't get a chance. See, okay, I almost did it there. But no, they had to kill it. They had to kill it. Those bastards. You can sneak around in the game so you don't make as much noise and aren't heard by the zombies when... Well, in this mode it's pointless because the zombies are present on the map itself. Before you start the mission, they are pointless. Like, they don't pose a threat at all. They're useless. If you do walk in crouch mode, you do lose stamina. This is your stamina. You cannot do much once you consume it, and it's your life. And basically, yeah, like I said, these walls, like this is Afghanistan. Like this building, I've been in it. There's a bunch of them in Afghanistan in Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. And now our objective is to go to the place marked on the map. Go there, start a thumper, and a wormhole extractor generator thing, and then kill stuff. Gonna jump forward a bit to when the action actually starts. Yeah, I think this would be a good place to start. So I was trying to plump down a trap here, and I gotta be honest, I don't know if that trap ever actually worked. Mostly because it just disappeared after a while, and I don't know if it actually had an effect, if the enemies actually walked into it, or if it just exploded for some reason unbeknownst to me. Gonna jump forward a bit more because, well, they don't... Okay, this is a good place to jump to. So we're killing zombies. This is on the normal difficulty. It's either normal or easy. You probably don't get a lot of sound for the game because I did record it with the audio of us speaking over it, and I don't want to offend your sensibilities with our unwashed Romanian language. That's mostly curse words and yelling at Raul for doing something stupid. After you finish a wave of missions, a wave of zombies, you'll get some side missions that will let you get some extra equipment. Some of the equipment is kind of useless, but you know, when you don't have ammo, that infinite ammo that you have to craft, getting one of those objectives is it's not useful. It's mandatory. You do need to get ammo because without ammo you're dead. You can also get stuff like mines. On occasion you can also get some traps, some grenades. And here I think I did get some. Yeah, I got some ammo, but I'm not sure exactly for what weapon because it wasn't for the shotgun. The shotgun was out of ammo completely, which is sad because the shotgun was fun. Like, the shotgun was a really fun weapon because it has a range on it that's just bonkers, man. I'm gonna skip forward again because I want to show you something actually funny. So here we were nearing the end of a wave. I was just setting fire to things, and well, your health does regenerate after a while, but it won't regenerate completely. I think it regenerates more on the easier modes. Two people were dead. No, just Raul was dead. Should revive him. We're trying to spear things. Melee weapons without upgrades, they're kind of awful. There is one thing to be actually glad about in this game. One thing that does generate an obscene amount of happiness, and you're going to see it in a couple of seconds. I'm just going to fast forward with me. This is a crafting based game, so you will have to craft stuff by tearing down other stuff. It's a crafting game, so that's how crafting games work. They honestly kind of suck today. Remember, crafting was good when a game had crafting in it, and you would say, "Oh my God, I can craft things in it. It's going to be amazing." Remember when you used to be able to craft that Red Dragon armor in Baldur's Gate 2 that made you resistant to fire, and you can actually get you could get an overflow of fire resistance that actually healed you when you got hit by fire. Man, that was the best, absolute best. We are not living in those fun times anymore, are we? We are all living in very, very, very crappy times. But there is one highlight to this game mode. These are armored zombies. You have to first take off their armor to actually be able to kill them properly. Like, shoot them in, remove their face mask with something, and then, see, like that. And then actually be able to hit them in the face and have them be very, very, very hurt. I was actually had the prompt of a backstabber, but I didn't take it. And the side mission we had here was to get a new kind of weapon. But my friends here didn't seem to notice that the weapons were just standing there, like right in the middle of the map, like a lot of metal, but they were right in our field of view, but they didn't react to them. So we instead tried to fight these for a bit longer than we should have. And I tried to revive myself there, and thankfully I did spot the weapons. You may notice those are walker gears. There was little tiny tanks that two-legged tanks that you would see in Metal Gear Solid 5. Walker gear. And the walker gear has a chain gun on it, meaning it will mow down pretty much anything on this level of difficulty. And what I didn't know at that point is that it also has a melee attack, which you'll get to see in its sheer beauty quite soon. And now I do believe that the second wave is starting, so let's get to it. No, I accidentally jumped out of it here. No problem. Get back on and proceed to mow down the zombies. I'm not sure if they're zombies. They probably have a stupid name in the game. I don't know. Metallic Archaea Reform Vengeance Machines. Oni Archaea. Okay, I don't know. They also have the same kind of enemy configuration as in Left 4 Dead. You know, there's the bombers, and if they blow up, they will take other zombies with them as well. See, that thing blew up and gave me a bunch of experience. I think Raul died again. I should go save Raul. These things aren't superbly fast. I think the ones in Metal Gear Solid 5, they have a sort of a slide option where they would travel faster, I think. You do get upgrades. There may be an upgrade path for the walker gear as well. There is for pretty much everything else you do have in terms of weapons, and even your own personal special abilities, your attacks. And yeah, this is what the co-op mode basically boils down to. Zombies fall from up high and you have to kill them. This is the easy mode, so again, it's easy or normal something. I think it's normal. This is normal mode, so they're not particularly difficult to kill. It's more just a kind of a nuisance. Well, it does get more difficult because you do have limited ammo, and you do have to get more ammo. It's ammo that's the main issue, preventing you from pretty much just breezing through this and that, and the fact that they do take some time to spawn. You can hasten things by activating a new wave before the cooldown to the second wave actually expires. That cooldown is there to let you go do other missions and collect. See, that was a melee kill, and you can do that. It's very fun. I do believe I tried one more melee kill here. Yeah, and it blew up actually. So the good thing is that when it blows up, if you get close like Raul did, you'll die. I don't know why he got so close. It does that. So I'm going to jump again forward in the future. Oh, I'm going to show you the crates. Because when you finish a mission, you will get crates popping down. When I first saw them, I thought, oh my god, I get to hide in a crate. It's going to be Metal Gear. No, these are loot crates. Basically, they are crates of loot that you get at the end of the match, depending on your oh, this was a need, so that's why it was so easy. Depending on your score, we got A. You can also get a score of S, which of course you do get. It's a Japanese game. And this is all the other stuff we got, and jump forward a bit. I think I accidentally crafted 2 weapons of the same kind around here for no reason. You can also craft different kinds of traps: frost trap, shock trap, oil trap. It's basically Fortnite. Fortnite actually looks a bit more fun. You can also equip, survival gear like extra pouches for your inventory, for you see ammo, battle axes. Here we're struggling to figure out where I could actually put my my machine gun, and didn't actually find the ability to place them pretty much anywhere, because you can only have them in certain spots. And here Raul was shooting me again, and we basically spent another hour just falling down a lot like this. You can be shot at extreme ranges by the shotgun and by the flamethrower, by the Molotovs. It's a bit annoying. Imagine playing with a bunch of randos. Playing co-op with a bunch of randos would be absolutely horrible, because at least these are your friends. Like, you know where they live. You can get revenge on them, but no, with a bunch of randos, it's kind of annoying. But one thing we did notice, and I'm going to show it to you in a bit, is the way that arrows work is kind of interesting. But first, let me show you how the upgrade system works for your character abilities. as soon as I actually manage to get up there. Die already. Yeah, you can die. You can kill people in this mode, in this Animus mode. And I do believe that, yeah, not here. No, the other one. Go there, okay. So here's the skill trainer where you actually get to improve your class. You get a bunch of experience. Here you see all skills available. On the previous screen, you actually level up to get more skills. And you have things like heavy combo, which number of combo attacks with heavy weapons increase. According to that was a save game thing. Kind of bizarre that it only popped out once. I thought I told it to save it in 3 minutes, but no, it doesn't. Increase the number of skills according to rank. You also can improve your strength, your health, your this is dexterity that makes you move. No, this is stamina. Why does it have a brain icon? Wait a minute. Let's go back a bit. This is dexterity. Why does dexterity have a brain icon? I think it's a mistranslation of something, but yeah, all these abilities are basically mandatory to get if you actually want to use melee weapons, because if you don't, melee weapons are kind of pointless in the game. And honestly, some of them are still kind of pointless even if you actually do get these items, these upgrades. So I'm gonna speed forward in time a bit again. We get shot in the face, shot in the face, shot in the face, shot in the face, and we're in a mission again. Doing stuff in a mission. I thought I'd plump a wormhole generator there to be able to mobilize myself to get out of danger if I need to. And here we're just killing some zombies and zombies and zombies and zombies. More zombies. Pretty much zombies galore, zombies everywhere. Again, the levels, I don't think they're one-on-one copies of the one from Metal Gear Solid 5, from Phantom Pain. But they do use the exact same assets, and honestly, they look like something that anybody having access to the editor could have done in half an hour. Like anybody with skill and access to the editor that they used to build the maps in the first place. The fact that the game is... How long ago did they announce it? 2 years ago? Yeah, that's... Well, to be fair, they didn't have a developer for the longest time of those 2 years, because, you know, they closed down Kojima Studios and fired Kojima. This is the stun button. It's actually an okay weapon, but doesn't... There is friendly fire in the game, by the way. There is a lot of friendly fire, so be careful with that. Be very, very, very careful with that. And I had the impression that there was a special attack here, because I did make an upgrade for my my weapon, but no, there was no actual special attack here. So I'm going to skip forward in time again. Here I am healing myself. And here I'm shooting a bomber with my last bullet for the shotgun. The fact that there's friendly fire makes it a bit more interesting, so you can just mow down people. Here you have the... zombies can absolutely grab onto you, and you can save other people from being grabbed on. You can also use a quick time event. You do have CQC as an upgrade that lets you be a bit more capable of fending off against zombies trying to grab you. That armored zombie is a bit tougher, especially now since we don't have really much in the way of defenses. And that zombie is, by the way, also immune to shock, so you can't actually kill him that way. Did we lose or did we win? I think we lost this one. Yeah, I think we lost this one. Yeah, this one we lost. For some reason, I accidentally took off the uniform of my character, and now she looks like Quiet, which is a thing. Also, I do believe this is where either Raul or Andrew went AFK. So we didn't get to play for a bit. We just pretty much ran around here for another hour. I got upgrades for my strong attacks, hoping that this will make me a bit more imposing, more powerful. You can see Andrew was just placing stuff all over the place. I was trying to improve my character, but didn't really work out. And here I was trying to use some special attacks. So you do have a running attack with the hammer, but it has a delay on it, so you can't actually use it the moment you press the attack. So you have to use it before you actually get the zombies. But you're never sure exactly how far behind. And the zombies although they shamble quite slowly, they do move, so you're gonna need to have kind of good aim. See, I missed here again, and there's no going back with it, so you're stuck with it going in that direction. Let's have a special attack like this one, which can absolutely do incredible damage, but you're gonna see it in action against zombies soon, and you'll be amazed how useless it is. Like, heavy weapons in this game are pointless. Like, my god, were they horrible. So at this point, I think, no, I was still AFK. I was fighting against some targets, and I think Raul went AFK. Yeah, at this point Raul was AFK, so I just made a cage for him. Took a while. I mean, there's borders you can't build through. There's sometimes you can get the chain link fences to mesh up perfectly, so it will take some time. Oh yeah, this is the error bit. We realized that you can't shoot someone with a bow and arrow in an armored part. See, the arrows only stick from the flesh, and it's considered that this hat protects the entire head somehow, so you can't also do that. But the arrows only stick in places not covered by armor, and I believe this character is actually Jill Valentine from the way she looks. And we did make a very very third test with that bow and arrow. Basically shot Andrew everywhere. Like you can see, it bounced off the back of his neck because of the hat. Because hats do that. They protect the back of the head even though they're not covering it at all. It's kind of annoying. Also shoot people in the legs. Like the legs aren't affected by armor. The nice thing is that once you do shoot someone with a shotgun, all the arrows do fly away. You can also recover them. Like in the actual game, you can recover your arrows. So I think they're going for the idea that, oh, bows are cool in games, right? Yeah, they were like 4 years ago. Oh no, when did Far Cry 3 come out? That's when bows were cool. After that, they kind of stopped being cool. They're not. Stop putting bows in your games there. You tend to not get what bows can do, and they kind of suck now. And they're overused, overplayed. They're kind of terrible. So let's skip forward a bit to me trying to use melee attacks against zombies. The problem, I was gonna try and help him there, but I couldn't because it's a sledgehammer, and well, a sledgehammer does this. A sledgehammer is friendly fire incorporated, embodied, if you will. It will just kill everything in its way if it actually gets to hit them. And it doesn't have a big splash radius, so it didn't hit Raul there, but it will do the damage, and it will drain your stamina. And like I said, it is a bit pointless. I'm gonna get to the bit where it's pointless in a couple of seconds. I think this is where I was starting to figure out that, yeah, maybe these are pointless. So there is a detonator there. That guy will blow up, sort of like a bomber, but to a lesser degree. It's trying to get him with the sledgehammer, but it proved to be kind of a bad idea because he blows up. He's a detonator. That's what he does. And if he does blow up, you do not get loot there. Let's move forward a bit. Come on, I think I know where was that bit. I do think I actually marked it, but I can't remember. So until we actually got to more interesting bits where zombies became more of a threat, we sort of just goofed around. For example, we climbed all the way up here and thought to ourselves, hey, can we jump to that other bit of mother base that somehow is strewn across this strange world? And the answer is no. But you can do this. You can do acrobatics, like in Metal Gear. You can shimmy along, you can run along the sides of... And we just thought we'd just, all climb down there and look at the surrounding view and overimpose one over the other and see if anything happens. Nothing happened. It's just something that we did because this is honestly more fun than fighting zombies, because fighting zombies is kind of boring in this game. It's sort of boring. I think the main game, like the single player, may be more interesting. May be more interesting, but the co-op mode isn't. The co-op mode is honestly kind of garbage. And here I am trying to melee some zomboids. And here I was doing the attack, and bam! See, that one actually hit. See, and then it's enough for one of them to hit you. It's enough for one of them to hit you, and you are on your ass. Like, you are completely on your ass. No, absolutely no. See, they can interrupt your attacks, no problems. Like, they can do whatever they want. You've got basically no chance with a big enough weapon if you don't time your attacks perfectly. See, there's a grab. If I had CQC, I could do it even better. You can even trip zombies if you're prone and you have the upgrade required. And bam! See, they didn't interrupt my attack there, but if they did, I'd be dead. See, this is a weapon that you have to use from a distance, but it doesn't have, like, you have to be careful. Even when you reach for them with your weapon, like in the middle of your animation, they can still interrupt you. And you do have the blood sprinkle and scrolling across the screen because why wouldn't you? It's that kind of a game. Let's skip again forward a bit to me dying. And I did figure out that you can actually shimmy around and move and pretend you're a worm, like you're in the Resident Evil game I forgot about. What's it called? The one where you're a worm. But the important bit is that you can still pilot some of these and kick Raul in the face. Because you can. In my defense, I was actually going for someone else, but he was there. And I do believe he blew it up a couple of minutes later. And there's an explosion, that's nice. These things will run out of ammo, by the way, but you will always, and I mean always, have the ability to kick, to use the kick attack and injure yourself like that. Yeah, for the most part, this was the beta, the co-op beta of Metal Gear Survive. It's a mode I never wish to play again in my life because it is dreadful. It is the alpha of Firefall. And the alpha of Firefall was crap. I should probably do a show about how Firefall turned from crap to God why one day soon. Like, that was a very promising game, but the studio responsible decided to, let's make it an esport and let's spend billions on marketing everywhere and not actually have a game. Oh my god, I could tell you stories about that game where the developers were saying, well, we're doing the same thing you guys are doing to level our characters up, so when we play this to make sure that everything's okay, and that may sound okay to you, but remember, the game didn't have any content back then, so I'm probably going to do a show about Firefall one day soon. It's sort of left a mark on me at how quickly game studio can squander pretty much any sort of goodwill they accumulated, like instantly. Konami isn't in any danger of that because Konami doesn't have any more goodwill. This game, maybe the single player will be mildly more interesting, but if you have to craft your ammo just like in co-op, and it's just going to be a drag with his abilities and slow-ass heavy weapons and falling zombies from the sky and just wave after wave. See, this isn't really all that great. It's just a crappy thing with waves of zombies, like some other games I made shows about, and people said, well, you played him on easy, that's why it was easy. Oh, god damn it. So this game's gonna be out on the 22nd of February. It's 40 euros. Co-op mode is dreadful. It's absolutely horrid. I can't speak for the rest of the game. I probably... Well, I haven't actually checked if I can even do this show, because Konami are litigious as hell. They're probably going to copyright strike or content strike this video anyway. So we have that to look forward to. Hopefully it won't happen. But yeah, it's not going to be a pleasant situation either way. So check out our other shows. We have shows every week because, this is Monday. Monday you'll have a brand new Play Now each week, unless I forget to do them or something. If it's going to be another one of like Metal Gear Survive, probably I'll forget to do. I'll pretend I forgot to do it or something. And for some reason you'll forget stun if you hit your own Warhome generator, and this happens. At least it has funny situations where you get where you can do this. Like, this pretty much is the only fun we ever had in the game. Honestly, this is the most fun we had in the game. Just shooting each other in the shins with the shotgun. That's all. That's the most fun we had in it. That was the most engaging bit. Also, the interface is absolute trash. Goodbye.
Bine, știu că are Phantom Pain-ul, dar...